Hi everybody, this is Talia from And So We Craft, and this is a two-part video series. The first part I'll be sharing with you how I organize my photos and organize them for my project life, and the second one I'll show you about editing the photos down to smaller sizes. So let's start with, I'll show you how I organize my photos. So in my photos library, we have a folder for each year, and then we have a folder for each month. And when you're labeling your folders, it's best to put the number first and then the month. That way they stay in order. And then I'll open up a full month for you. Inside there is a folder for each day, and all the photos for that day go in there. You can see here, there's examples of where there is two folders with the same number. So this is a folder for the 4th of the month, and this is a folder for the 4th of the month as well. And the reason that I sometimes do that is when there is a bunch of photos that belong together that are for a specific topic. So these ones were Eli's 6-month photos, and there's a lot of them. I didn't want them to get mixed up with the other photos from the day, and so I've got those in a separate folder, and these are just the normal photos from the day. So excuse me a minute. So that's how we organize our photos. Pretty simple process. Next thing I'll show you is how I organize the photos when I'm sorting through them for my project life. So the way that I do it is pretty simple. I just open up my calendar to make sure I've got the right week, and I'm going to be using last week as an example, week 27. So I open up to the calendar. This week starts on the 30th of June. So I'd go back, open up the 30th, that's where I'm going to start. Then in other tabs, I want to open up my Project Life folders. So I store my Project Life folders just on a USB stick, and the only reason I do that is so that they don't get confused with other things on my computer, and I can be sure that I can delete these photos and I'm not deleting any originals. So you can see here I have a folder for each week that I'm working on. I'm a few weeks behind, so I've got week 24, 25, 26 and 27 that I need to put photos into, and we're working on week 27. So I just label that one all 27 and open that up. And then I do that again. Eli has like a half album, and so but it's weekly as well. So I open up Eli's photos for the week. And then I also have a folder for Lior. His photos don't go in weekly, just whenever there's a photo that I think, is important for him, I just put it in there and print them off, and they excuse me, don't have to go in any particular order. So you can see here I have the tabs across. I have the photos that I'm looking at. I have a folder for all of our family album for the week, Eli's album for the week, and Lior's general album. And then it's a process of dragging photos across into the right sections. And now I've already started with this week so that you don't have to see the whole thing. And I am up to the 4th, which, if we look back to our calendar, is here on the Friday. So I've already put in those photos, and then this is another example where I've got the 4th, which is the general photos for the day. I've got the 4th, which is Eli's 7-month photos, and this month Lior turns 2.5, and so just for kicks I make him lie down with his little name, and well, he's happy to do it. Now that he has a brother doing it, he thinks he's missing out if he doesn't do it. So I'm just going to choose one photo I will do all of Eli's at the same time, so I'm just wanting to choose one photo for the family album to make sure that I record Eli's things in the family album. And a photo for Leor in the family album as well. You can see it's a bit, they're not the best photos, and I'm not sure if I would use this one, but put it in anyway. And then I might choose a different one for his album. That's a nice smile. So put that in. Shh, shh, shh. Then I want to go through the next day. So this week we'll actually have a huge insert in it because it's my brother's wedding on the 5th. But that's okay. There's a few little stories for me to tell. And I won't bother putting the insert photos in for you. You can just trust me that I will do that at a later stage. Oops, excuse Eli. So you can see here I'm choosing a whole bunch of photos and you think, holy smokes, that's 4 photos of just of this cake that I'm building. And it is just 4 photos, now 5 photos of it, but I will be making collages and things like that. So that's why I can do that and not be worried about it too much. If I'm not sure about a photo, I'm not sure if I will really want to put either of these 2 in, but I'm just putting any photo in that I think, yep, that will be good. I'm trying to be, the aim here is to just have, this is like my first selection of photos. And then that's a bit of a story to go with that. So that's the 5th. This is all the wedding photos that I had taken, so I'm not going to be worried about that yet because that will all be in an insert, and just for this video I won't bother you with it. That was a fun thing, and that's a family thing, and that could get included but isn't important. So once I've gone through that for all of the days for that week, this week I work Monday to Sunday, so this week 27 ends on the 6th of July, so that's what I've just finished with. Then I've got this huge selection of photos for those weeks. Eli's will always be smaller. He only has a half of a size, so for him I only need 4 landscape and 4 portrait, which some of these I might trim down so that they fit. And then with Leor, I also want to go through and cull them to make sure that I haven't got extras that I don't need, and some I might make collages with and whatnot, as you can already see I've done there. So that's how I organise and plan out what photos I'm going to choose for the week. I usually go through and cull down the photos as I'm editing them, and that will be the second video. So keep an eye out, and next week I will share with you the process that I use for editing the photos to the sizes that I want and culling them down